Shalom to the nation of Israel. First and foremost, before I get into my lesson, I want to start off by giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone that teach and that rule well today. And peace and salutation also to the fellow laborers that's in the ministry and the believers that scatter worldwide in all truth and sincerity, day in and day out. Once again, I'm the brother Shaquat Gabar coming at you with another quick lesson. And right before I get into this lesson, this message or these videos goes out to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which we are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. And also to the Israelite foreigners that are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may take on the physical appearance or look of another nation. But if your bloodline goes back to Negro, Latino, or Native American descent by the seed of your father, you are considered an Israelite as well. Once again, Shalom. So basically, this is going to be a quick lesson, okay, touching on this video, okay, that I have queued up off the beloved brother amongst the ministry channel. As you can see, his channel, the Hopeful Elect 3, okay. He gave a title, okay, to his video. And it says, stick a fork in her, she is cooked. Okay, when it comes to this place, okay, America, which is known as Babylon the Great, okay, as we about to head to the downfall of this place, okay, when it comes to mainly start with the Edomites, the biblical Edomites, the so-called white race, okay, which is in power today, okay, starting with these elites, okay, when the ones, the central bankers, okay, the Illuminati, okay, as they call themselves. Okay, now as we're approaching them, trying to bring the NWO, it is leading to the time of now, okay, the coming of who the world called Christ, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, second coming, okay? Because we're coming to the point that Yahweh Shai is about to liberate the nation of Israel, okay? Those of Negro, Latino, and Native American descent, okay? Starting with the elect, which the elect were considered the 144,000 and the 1/3 that's destined to be saved. Because 2/3, according to Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8, gonna be cut off and judged by the various plagues that's going to hit the earth, mainly this place America, once again, which is known as Babylon the Great, and which is going to lead to more and more the downfall of Esau, Edom, and these heathens that's ruling over us, okay? Because when it comes to these heathen nations, their future is captivity, okay? As I make mention, as we're approaching the time of Yahweh Shai's second coming, okay, and at the peak of the Third World War, which is biblical prophecy, this place America is going to be destroyed by the way of thermonuclear fire. And the chariots, what the world call UFOs, which are the vehicles of the angels, bringing fire as well, like at the peak of the Third World War. And by the way of the chariots, the Lord only going to deliver the elect, okay, here in America, and where the elect is scattered worldwide, according to Matthew, the 24th chapter, verses 29 through 31. But when it comes to the Gentiles or the original heathens, okay, there's no salvation for them, okay? And majority of the heathens, starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white race, and these heathen nations going to be destroyed, okay, in the up-and-coming plagues, okay? Starting, when it comes to this place, America. And now we're witnessing their downfall, okay, approaching their downfall, man, okay? And we're coming in a time of, like I say, after this place, America being destroyed, and Yahweh Shai delivered the elect, okay, they're going to set way into our kingdom being established in the land of Israel, which the land of Israel going to be cleansed by fire, by missiles and the chariots, okay, when it comes to Yahweh Shai's second coming, because the people that's over there are not the true inheritors, and that land going to be cleansed just for us to rightfully own our land again, and the heathen nations going to build our kingdom up, okay, but prior to that, okay, we about to witness the time, okay, civil unrest, okay, civil wars, race wars, class wars, martial law, detention centers, the coming of famine, pestilence, okay, here on the earth, but mainly when it comes to this place, America, okay? And the reason why the Lord going to bring so much judgment upon this place, America, because this place, America, is known for the enslavement or the captivity of the Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, the bloodshed, okay, of the Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, okay, idol worship, okay, different sets of religions or false doctrines that are being pushed here in America, okay, hedonistic customs, pagan customs, okay, that Esau Edom is pushing, okay, and that the world is part of when it comes to 2/3 of our people here in America, okay, these heathen nations that uplift, okay, these false gods and idol worship, okay, the blaspheming of the power of Yahweh Shema Shai when it comes to Esau Edom, okay, many reasons why the Lord going to destroy this place, man, okay, but now you're starting to see these Edomites, okay, starting to feel on the judgment of the Lord coming upon them as their beloved kingdom is going down, man. Okay, so it's going to get worse from here on out. Okay, to the point it's going to be a financial crash. Okay, globally. Okay, but mainly this place, America, as the dollar becoming more and more devaluing and obsolete, and we know these elites have an agenda. Okay, to implement the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, according to Revelation chapter 13, verses 16. Okay, the next way of buying and selling, a digital format. That's why you hear the talks more and more of CBDCs. Okay, central bank digital currencies, a cashless society. Okay, universal basic income, FedNow, digital wallet. Okay, as we're on the verge of these elites trying to force the NWO with that RFID micro. Okay, and now, you know, they got the saying they want to bring order out of chaos. Okay, you're more and more expecting a lot of certain double F, okay, events, okay, T attacks, okay, more uproars of the people, more job losses, okay, prices going up, inflation, when it comes amongst the food, the gas, utilities, okay, and people starting to, you know, feel it now, okay, as we're on the verge of this place destruction, man, okay, but Yahweh Shema Shai has set up the prophets to teach and give that warning when it comes to repentance to you tribes, you Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, okay, to return to your power, Yahweh Shema Shai, your true inheritance as Israel, and preparing yourself, okay, of course, you know, ourselves, us that's in the know, of the times to come as we're approaching Jacob's trouble. But the Lord is only going to deliver the elect, okay, when it comes to the 144,000 and the 1/3 at this time, okay, because like I say, 2/3 of our people, they're going to have to be judged, and eventually they're going to have to come back in the kingdom, okay, but when it comes to Esau, Edom, and these heathens, there's no salvation for them, and when it comes to their judgment, okay, here in America, they're going to be judged, and they're going to come back in the kingdom, okay, through their bloodline, being the sons and daughters, okay, to be servants, okay. So let me go ahead and play this video because I don't want to make this video too long.
Feel like they're going insane right now? Your gas prices are going up, healthcare is unaffordable, food prices are ridiculous, 50-year mortgages is a thing, everything around you is fake, your food's fake, poison, water's poison, sky's poison, your E-Files people are still among us, ruling over us, knowing what they've done, still going to work. Every day, same routine, the burnout, man. I just see it on everybody's faces. You can't talk to nobody. Nobody at work wants to have a conversation about what's going on in the world. And then you go to a gas station or grocery store and you just see people just like zombies. It's like everybody's under a spell. Just burnt out, oblivious to what's going on. I mean, every freaking day is breaking news. It's got to the point where we've taken our kids out and homeschooled them, moved back to our property, learn how to homestead, grow our own food, prepare for the end of the world. We were called crazy for that. I mean, can you not see the signs written on the wall? This thing that we're doing right now, this system that we've lived our whole life, it's unsustainable, people. It's not going to last forever. And we're almost $40 trillion in debt. There'll be some hard times coming. And we're going to have to get uncomfortable. And I just hope everybody wakes up to it. Gets a little bit ahead before it happens.
And when it comes to the ones that's going to wake up to the times that we're into, okay, mainly is the elect. Okay, when it comes to the nation of Israel, okay, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those that descended out of that bloodline, okay, the Lord only cares for his elect, okay, at this time, okay, us that has been called, and us are the hopeful elect, okay, as we're in this faith, okay, and those that endure unto the end, okay, but the average American citizens, when it comes to 2/3 of our people in these heathen nations, okay, hey, the Lord gonna bring judgment upon them. Okay, especially, you know, when it comes to Esau, Edom, and these heathens. And like I say, in the 2/3, man. Okay? But you heard, you know, that's, you know, you heard this, you know, vent. And that's your average American that getting on social media now, that's venting about the economy, about life. Okay, when it comes to this place, America. Okay, when it comes to, you know, prices going up. Okay, when it comes to inflation, more and more job losses, unemployment, okay, more and more coming up, food shortages, and at the same time, in the marketplaces, prices going up on the food, okay? When it comes to utilities, when it comes to gas, okay? When it comes to this, people leading to eventually civil unrest, okay? The government being exposed, okay? You make mention of the list, okay, the e-files, okay, you know we were going into on that, okay, how does the government and certain these public figures ain't nothing but Satan worshipers, all the foul acts that done came out, okay, so you got Esau, Edom, and these Americans, okay, upset, okay, these heathens upset, okay, and the 2/3 of our people, okay, always complaining, okay. Hey, but when it comes to the elect, okay, us are the hopeful elect, we complaining in righteousness. Because there's no other way but the way of Yahweh Shema Shai taking this place down, okay, or bringing this place down and taking Esau, Edom out of power, man. And the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai setting up a righteous kingdom, man. Okay? And this place is through, man. Okay, ain't no building back when it comes to this place in America. Okay, ain't no more prosperity, opportunity, okay, chasing the American dream, okay, trying to pursue the American dream, and you know it's on the way out of here, man. Okay, we're at the time of the Third World War. Like I say, civil unrest, uproars of the people, the coming of the RFID micro that's about to be implemented. Okay, that's also going to lead to the time of the time of martial law. Okay, curfews, travel bans. Okay, concentration camps, detention centers. Okay, and once again, the RFID micro being implemented. Okay, and so this place is on the point of it's headed to its downfall, man. Okay, which every day moving towards prophecy of the downfall of this place, man. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the scriptures. Let's get Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. Babylon, okay, which America is spiritually Babylon in the scriptures, okay, because you ain't gonna see the terminology America in the scriptures, but it's codified under different ancient empires, and Babylon being one, which the word Babylon, Baal in the Hebrew, meaning confusion. That's what you have here in America, okay, confusion. And America also is codified under different ancient empires, such as Egypt, Sodom, Nineveh, okay, but mainly being Babylon the Great. It says Babylon had been the golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. Okay, well, by the way of what? America philosophies, democracy, okay, by the way of the dollar, okay, by the way of social media, entertainment, okay. That's why you had other nations that was in foreign countries, okay, one point of time, desire to come to America, okay. Now that they're over here, but now a lot of these nations are fleeing, going back to their homeland or their original country, okay. But through the philosophies, through the pushing of America, through this government, through entertainment, through policies, okay, that's what made America great, okay, when it comes to their lives, man, and also the labor, okay, the hard labor of the Negro, Latino, and Native Americans that these nations have, capitalized off, man. Okay, start with the Edomites, and it says the nations have drunken of a wine, therefore the nations are mad. Yeah, because these nations they can come over here, serve any god they want, okay, false god, idol worship, okay, do as thou will, okay, right on with 2/3 of our people. They can be wherever they want. They can, serve these false gods and idol worship, going after the hedonistic customs, okay, these so-called holidays or pagan holidays or traditions, I say traditions of America, okay, that the majority of our people are into, right along with these heathens, okay, but now all that's about to be done away with when it comes to the mirth, okay, when it comes to the lies, man, okay. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed, okay. We will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto the heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Okay, so we in the time of this place, great destruction, man. The downfall, man. And this place ain't gonna be healed. Okay, and us are the hopeful elect. More and more we're hasting in the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Okay, because as it says when it comes to the scriptures, okay, approaching Jacob's trouble, okay, and being in the midst of Jacob's trouble, the Lord going to deliver, okay, the nation of Israel, starting with the elect mainly, okay, and through much trials and tribulations, that we got to enter into the kingdom. So we preparing ourselves, okay, as also it says, Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6, for wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times, okay, trusting in Yahweh Shai, okay, when it comes to the endurance, okay, so we see this place is out of here, man, because we're measuring the times, man, and we can pinpoint it to biblical prophecy, okay, but majority of our people, the 2/3, and they see this, okay, they see things are happening, okay, but the Lord has blinded, okay, mainly the 2/3 of our people, okay, and the Lord got judgment set for these heathens, okay, when it comes to Esau, Edom, okay, and at this time as well, once again, 2/3 of our people that trust in this place, man, are doing all type of wickedness, man, being contrary to the law, statutes, commandments, and coming against the men of Yahweh Shai when it comes to the prophets, man, okay, so they have been warned, okay, so there ain't gonna be no excuse, okay, but you see more and more and more, okay, these nations on the brink of, more and more being, more languishing, distress, okay, and that's due to Esau Edom ruling. Let's get this, Isaiah chapter 24, verse 4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languish and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish. And you seeing that. Okay, more and more people, man. The morals of the people at an all-time low. Okay, these people are, senseless, doing heinous crimes. Okay, more and more, man, you see what's going on when it comes to certain crimes or homicides or here in America. Okay, or crimes, man. Okay, the scripture says that Matthew the 24th chapter, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay, here in the end times, man. Okay, that's why you're hearing or seeing senseless murders or hearing. Okay, it is social media, the news, alternative news, your local news. Okay, people are just losing it, man. Okay, because the people are in languish. Okay, and they haughty. Okay, that pride of America is being taken down, man. Okay, now people starting to see, man, ain't no rights here. Okay, ain't no freedom that they thought they would have, man. Okay, especially now how Esau Edom is moving, being tyrant. Okay, amongst these Americans. Okay, when it comes to the government, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they had transgressed the laws and changed the ordinance and broken the everlasting covenant. Okay, when it comes to Esau Edom, okay, because he's known as the wicked. Malachi chapter 1 verse 4. Okay, and everything that he does is contrary to the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai when it comes to the laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay, that's why now you've seen everything lawless, man. Okay, which the laws never wasn't given to the heathen nations anyway. Okay, the laws only was given to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites. Okay, when it comes to the covenants. Okay, and that's why when Yahweh Shai returned and established the kingdom of Israel, the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, our kingdom is going to be governed by the laws, statutes, commandments, which they're going to be in our inward part. Okay, when it comes to Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 31, Hebrews chapter 8 verse 6. Okay, the new covenants that's going to govern our kingdom, and these heathen nations are going to have to be subject unto us. Okay, but right now the heathen nations are subject unto the wicked, Esau Edom. Okay, they said that with Habakkuk. Habakkuk 1 verse 4. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment do never go forth. For the wicked doeth compass about the righteousness. Therefore wrong judgment is perceived. Okay, when it comes to Esau Edom. Okay, everything is lawless, man. Okay, because they don't uphold the law, statutes, commandments. Okay, which was never given to them anyway. Okay, and it shows now. Okay, once again, the earth, okay, is defiled under the inhabitants thereof when it comes to Esau Edom. And that's why you're seeing wrong judgment being proceeded. Anything that, when it comes to righteousness or the law, statutes, commandments, Esau Edom does the opposite, man. Okay, and endorse wickedness. Okay, down to when it comes to the average alternative lifestyle of certain individuals, man. Okay, when it comes to Esau Edom promoting wickedness, man, because they're the wicked themselves. Okay, and the scripture says also with Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And we seeing that. Okay, once again, to prove Esau Edom is the wicked today. Okay, because they bear rule. Okay, to the point that they got nations mourning, even amongst themselves, man. The average American Edomite that's ready to come against their own government. Okay, and that's the Lord bringing division amongst Esau Edom. Okay, even these superpowers amongst Esau Edom. Okay, you got America, okay, ready to break up or got infighting with NATO, the EU nations. Okay, Russia ready to come against this place, which all of them are Edomites, man. Okay, look at the situation with the small hats. They're Edomites, okay, chiefly Amalek. Okay, infighting amongst these elites when it comes to their agenda. Civil unrest that's about to take place over here in the States amongst these Edomites, man. Okay? And they're the wicked. Okay? But when the righteous is in authority, okay, then when the people going to rejoice. Okay? Even though our kingdom is going to come by the way of enslavement of these heathen nations. Okay? But it's going to be governed by righteousness, man. Okay? Under the rule of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And us being the Lord's chosen people, the Israelites, man. Okay? So that's it on that. Yeah, so we almost out of here, man. Okay? Let's get this and I'll probably get ready to close. 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 13. Go ye and shall receive, pray for a few days unto you, that day may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. And let's go into the Israelites, man. Starting with us, or the hopeful elect, us that has been called, and hopefully of the chosen, or the elect. Okay? Eventually the elect in the nation of Israel. And the days are being shortened, man. That's why you're seeing time moving quicker. Okay? Months, or days, weeks, months. Okay? We're coming into the 250 year anniversary of America. Okay? And we know when it comes to certain information, okay, when it comes to 250 years, that's the peak of an empire. Okay? And eventually go into its downfall, man. Okay? So that will be roughly what, May? Okay? Going into what, May or July? Okay? Ever since 1776. Now we're coming in the year 2026. Okay? And these devils know they have a short time left. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. But just as they know they have a short time left, we do too. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? And like Elder Apostle Tahar and the rest of the men of Great Millstone and the brother on down through the spirit, okay, always says, when that RFID micro is implemented, that's when everything really gonna move quicker. Okay, leading to this place destruction. Because those of our people that take that RFID micro, they're gonna be destroyed by the way of the thermonuclear missiles at the peak of the Third World War, according to Revelation chapter 14, verse 9, and also the chariots breaking fire when Yahweh Shai make his second coming. Okay? And when it comes to the elect is going to be delivered. And the elect is not going to take that RFID micro, even if it's me being a martyr. Okay? Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. And those that die in the faith, okay, of the elect is going to be the first ones risen up when Yahweh Shai return to gather the rest of the elect that's not going to see death. Okay? So our hope is more and more Yahweh Shema Shai continue to be with us, that we endure. Okay, also we coming in the time of the Lord being a covering. Okay, performing miracles, spiritual intervention. Okay, being a guide unto the elect. Okay, spiritual power, miracles. Okay, that's what we're gonna have our faith when it comes to serving Yahweh Shema Shai, being deliverance for us. Okay, being a guide, having the angels being a covering to us. Okay, you know, having the Lord guide us, man, when it comes to us in our household, man. Okay, and those that's of the elect. Okay, we come into the time of Isaiah 4:1. Okay, Isaiah chapter 13, when it comes to the Lord making a man more precious than fine gold. Okay, when it comes to the elect women, eventually being grafted in more and more. Okay, when it comes to Isaiah 4:1. Okay, the Lord being a guide unto his men when it comes to the household now. Certain brothers that got women and children. Okay, being a covering. Okay, for the Lord to be the covering for our household, man. Okay, and the Lord, you know, more and more showing his power, man. Okay, of deliverance. Okay, and so we at that point in time, man. Okay, and the kingdom is more and more being prepared. Okay, when it comes to the second coming of Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai raising up the elect. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the lesson here, and I pray that the lesson will edify. Till next time, Lord willing. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.